Hey guys, it's your host Tom here with another juicy celebrity drama story. Today, we're diving into the latest scandal involving rapper Nelly and his ongoing feud with his mother-in-law over the name of his newborn daughter. If you thought the initial blow-up was wild, just wait until you hear what happened next. Buckle up, because this one's a rollercoaster from start to finish. It all started a few weeks ago when Nelly and his longtime girlfriend, Ashanti, welcomed their first child into the world, a beautiful baby girl. By all accounts, it should have been one of the happiest moments of their lives. But almost immediately, a heated argument erupted over the name they had chosen. Apparently, Nelly and Ashanti were set on naming their daughter Ashanti, after the R&B singer who Nelly has collaborated with many times over the years. However, Nelly's feisty mother-in-law strongly objected to this plan. She felt that it would be too confusing to have a child with the same name as Ashanti, and she insisted that they choose a different name, and Nelly refused to budge, arguing that Ashanti was a beautiful and meaningful name that honored his wife's musical legacy. But his mother-in-law was having none of it. The two got into a heated shouting match, with each side hurling insults and accusations at the other. Ashanti, who was still recovering from the birth, was left in tears as she tried to play peacemaker. Just when it seemed like the argument couldn't get any more intense, things took a dramatic turn. During one particularly volatile exchange, Nelly's mother-in-law lashed out and slapped him across the face. Witnesses say she was enraged and shouted, "Over my dead body are you naming that baby Ashanti?" Nelly, caught off guard by the sudden physical assault, retaliated by slapping his mother-in-law right back. Security had to rush in and pull the two apart before the situation escalated further. Ashanti was absolutely mortified, begging everyone to calm down for the sake of the baby, and news of the shocking slapping incident quickly spread like wildfire on social media. Fans and celebrity gossip outlets were all over the story, with many expressing shock and disgust at Nelly's actions. How could he resort to violence, even against his own family member, over something as trivial as a baby name? Nelly's representatives quickly issued a statement, claiming that he had been provoked and that his mother-in-law had started the physical altercation. They also reiterated Nelly's stance that he and Ashanti were set on the name Ashanti and would not be changing it. However, Nelly's mother-in-law told a very different story. In an exclusive interview, she said that Nelly had been the aggressor, losing his temper and striking her first. She condemned his behavior as unacceptable and vowed to take legal action against him. The fallout from the incident was swift. Many of Nelly's fans, who had previously been supportive, turned on him and accused him of being a hot-headed bully. Sponsors and business partners also began distancing themselves, worried about the negative publicity. As the weeks passed, the battle over the baby's name only seemed to escalate. Nelly and Ashanti refused to back down, insisting that their daughter would be called Ashanti regardless of what anyone else thought. Meanwhile, the mother-in-law continued to fight them at every turn, even going so far as to try and get the courts involved. Ashanti, caught in the middle of this family feud, was reportedly distraught. She had hoped that the birth of their child would bring everyone closer together, but instead, it had driven a massive wedge between Nelly and his in-laws. The constant fighting and negativity was taking a toll on her mental and physical health. Despite numerous attempts at mediation and compromise, the two sides remained stubbornly entrenched in their positions. Nelly and his mother-in-law continued to trade barbs and accusations in the media, while Ashanti begged them both to find a way to resolve their differences for the sake of the baby. As of now, there doesn't seem to be any end in sight to this messy family drama. Nelly and Ashanti have dug in their heels and vowed to name their daughter Ashanti, no matter what. Meanwhile, the mother-in-law shows no signs of backing down either, insisting that she will fight them tooth and nail to prevent it. It's a sad and unfortunate situation all around. What should have been a joyous time for this family has instead been marred by bitter feuding, violence, and relentless public scrutiny. One can only hope that eventually, cooler heads will prevail, and Nelly, Ashanti, and their in-laws will find a way to put aside their differences and focus on what really matters, the well-being of the newest addition to their family. Only time will tell how this drama will ultimately play out. But one thing is for certain, this is a story that's sure to keep celebrity gossip fans captivated for weeks to come. Stay tuned, because I have a feeling there's still more twists and turns to come.